笑顔が描かれた紙袋をかぶった遺体となって発見された地元の中学生佐々木栄介。その様子は18年前に起きた未解決の連続少女殺人事件、さらには都市伝説エミオと酷似していた。君は亀松町で聞き込み調査を行い、子どもたちの間で噂になっているお化けアパートの情報を得る。さらに君は聞き込み調査の最中、道路工事
山んばと行ってみよう。ここが鈴木が車を降りたという山んば峠か。全くと言っていいほど車が通らない、かなり山奥の峠だ。鈴木さんってさ、都合よくこの辺りにいるわけ。不気味なくらい静まり返っている。鈴木は山の中へ入っていったという。町まで歩くと、熊注意。遭遇したらどうしよう。
Hi, I don't know if you got audio on. No worries at all, fella. Yeah, I assumed you and Barbara wouldn't want to see this, understandably. We're in a very not spoilery area right now, but that might change. This is like when I streamed Ace Attorney before, where I'll mostly be no commentary, but... yeah, all good. Hiya, Paul, fella. Now, Paul, on the other hand, has played this. It's, Time for Levity, oh my days, yeah. It's, I'm trying to remember a time when the identity of Who Shot Mr. Burns was news to me. Although we had the two parts of that on VHS, like the same VHS, whereas I think, like, when it aired originally in the US, they were like half a year between those, weren't they? But yeah, I hope you're doing well, Armour. Thank you again, and no worries on avoiding spoilers. And yeah, Paul, I'll, if it's alright, I won't be too chatty generally. I don't really have the, sometimes when folks stream these kind of games, they do voiceover, right? I don't think I've really got that in, like, for, like, the actual in-game dialogue. I don't think I've got that in me. I did just mark though at the bearer. What was that line though? When we looked at the bear sign. What am I supposed to do if I run into a bear? Yeah. They are quite comedic, these games, aren't they? Hope you enjoyed Xenoblade X as well, Paul.
もう暗くなり始めているからちょっと不安だけど、行けるところまで行ってみよう。
Maricot has forever ruined the phrase "I'm a little nervous" for me. Very hard to take that seriously. Oh my gosh, yeah. He is quite fun, the main character in these. He's like a self-insert kind of character, but they do characterize him well and give him a background, don't they? I don't know if I'd say the first Famicom Detective is my favourite overall, but I think I haven't played the end of this yet, obviously, but I think it has my favourite moment still of any of these, when you find out the truth about the main character's backstory. That hit me like a truck, that entire sequence. It was so well done. Like, they got the pathos they were going for with that, didn't they? Yes, that as well, definitely. And the poor lad also needs sturdier zippers on his trousers, doesn't he?
結構大変なところに入ってきちゃったな。
Oh man, is that going to be a runner for every further game of these? Oh, noted, Paul. Yeah, they do actually allude to it a bit in these. I certainly won't specify
こ
anymore.
れじゃ登山しているようなもんだよ。
Yeah, it's just such a shame they didn't do physical release of the first two games, isn't there? Or at least discount them on the eShop. I just had to give up and get them £1.50 off on CD keys. Far from
いろんな熊
ideal.
が出てきた。なんてなったら怖いな。
I definitely recommend playing them. The progression's a little bit clunkier in them, than especially the first one, but they're definitely worth it. Fascinating bits of Nintendo history.
蛇とか出てこないよな。
Yeah, I played this in the dark because I assume it's going to get
この
quite
踏み
horror-y.
跡だけが頼りだな。人が通った痕跡だろうか。これがなかったらどう進めばいいかわからないくらい。看板や目印は全く見当たらないから、登山道というわけじゃなさそう。この森の奥で隠れるようにして暮らす人物。例えば、続きを見るだけが使う通り道かもしれない。
Oh my days. Like, Sakamoto has storytelling chops, Craig, as we say. Like, that was the kind of shocking thing to be playing these. It was fun us trying to figure that out the other day when we were talking about that. What happened with other M compared to these, although they are mostly a different style of story, but... Like, there was a murder mystery part of Other M that wasn't well done. I'd be really curious what your reaction is to these, Craig. I really do love them. They're not, I mean, my biggest thing with the first two games, I don't even necessarily completely mind the clunkiness. I just wish they had a... And this isn't spoilery, Paul, don't worry. I wish they had, like, after the credits, kind of a wrap-up for all of the side characters. It really made me appreciate that the Ace Attorney games do that. Because there was a bit of, well, I wanted to know what this character thought of what happened at the end. Hi, Biriak, no worries at all. I'm gonna... I keep saying that it's gonna be mostly no commentary, this, but I can't shut up. That is a problem. Yeah, I'm expecting that, Paul. I don't think I've guessed exactly. Certainly the big thing with, like, some people saying that, oh, the guy we're chasing looks like one of the sketches, and then the other. Also, my heart breaks when this really sweet couple, they got so mad at me. We made amends, but, man. Emotional journey. I hope everything's going well, Biriak.
もうちょっとこの踏み跡をたどって。
Yeah, how's Xenoblade X going there, Paul? I saw you were 70 hours in on that. Fair play. I also saw you said you're nowhere near done on that, which sounds about right for Xenoblade. Especially X. No worries, Biriak. Thank you so much, friend.
今の坂かなりきつかった。さて次はどうす。かすかに水の。さらに藪が深くなっている。ちゃんと調べないと踏み跡を見つけることはできない。
Okay, if that sounds familiar, by the way, that's Megumi Ogata, I think her name is, the voice of Shinji from Evangelion. Here you go, Barry. Can you? I think you can see that. I've got it quite dark in my room, but hopefully you can see the heart.
さらに藪が深く。おや、この辺り。
I can let you know, Biriak, when I do a Sonic game. It might not be for a little bit, but I think we'll do Sonic Frontiers at some point this summer. I'll definitely keep you posted. I can message you on that if you want. But yeah, I don't think it'll be like in the next week or so necessarily. We'll definitely do some more at some point though, yeah.
踏み跡が二手に分かれている。
This game is even freakier than the birds with Sonic the Hedgehog.
だぞ
Would you believe? Jonathan Merriak? Oh, bless you. Thank you, friend.
左の方から踏み跡が二手にはこれだけ生い茂るとは登っていく方の道だ左へ行ってみよう
Fun tip as well if you play these. For some reason, the cursor that you move around the little magnifying glass, for some reason they bind making it move more quickly to pressing the left stick in, and you have to hold it in, which is not ideal. So I've ended up doing for all three of these games. Damn, I pressed the wrong thing. Yeah, we're doing this Wii Remote and Nunchuck style, by the way. But yeah, I because of that, I actually did bind L3 basically to the right trigger. I'd say that, and also, especially if you're playing the first two games, I would always have skip mode on, which is when you press R1 like that. Because the first two games, because they're remakes of older games, you can end up exhausting all the dialogue options to try and figure out what you need to do. And that'll make the pace of them much quicker when you're just seeing some of the same dialogue over and over. Really, Paul? Yeah, that's not said lightly, right? Because of how humongous Tears of the Kingdom is. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's a sort of... I mean, it might be one to revisit later on, come a Switch 2 patch, right? I was like that with Tears of the Kingdom. I did do whatever I wanted in Tears of the Kingdom to a point, but then I finished it and decided to save the rest of it to Switch 2. Excited for you playing that though, fella. It's awesome. No worries at all, Jeffy. I hope work went well yesterday. Jeff, I'm reading 1984 at the moment. I'm clearly just doing all the lightest... engaging with all the lightest fiction possible. Hopefully you can still hear me, by the way. Well, apologies if the game is a bit loud. Again, the plan is to not mostly be talking during this, but I can't bloody help myself, apparently. Hi, Barbara. No worries at all, Barbara. We're not at the spoilery bit right now, but we will be probably soon. Thank you so much, Barbara. I bet you would love this series, Barbara. I'm excited for you and Armour to possibly play it in time. Oh my god, Jeff, y'all just said, enjoy the stream. What? The words a stream were on stream. Streaming to you all. Oh, I don't know that one at all, Jeff. You'll have to let me know on that. Jeff and I sort of have a book club going on, which is a very good motivator to keep reading actively. Thank you for doing the group shout out, Jeffy. Gorgeous games these as well, aren't they? Love the background artwork.
足が滑って沢にはまって靴が片方濡れちゃった。さて、どう進めばいいんだろう。
The second Famicom Detective Club is one that's really fun to compare versions on because it has a 8-bit Famicom one. And that one actually got a 16-bit Super Famicom SNES remake as well. So you've got SNES and Switch versions of that one to compare. Oh, I haven't. I don't recognise that one either, to be honest, Jeff. Yeah, you'll have to let me know about these. Thank you for the alert, Kuru. Hope you're doing well, friend. The bear replied to me calling out I only have one pair of pants. Astute. He is astute. Yes, Paul. I was hoping there'd be a fan translation of. I think the only fan translation is of the SNES remake of the second game, which I would like to try actually. There still doesn't seem to be one for the first two.
深くはないから渡れそう。
The first two games are the NES versions,
上流には滝
so I think there's some technical trickiness there, as I understand that.
まさかこんな山の中をさまようことになるなんて。迷ってそうなってしまわないように、しっかり周囲の状況を
I like that you read a lot of these very experimental books, Jeff. That's really fun. That quite a few of the yeah, some of the ones that get very playful with the structure. Reminds me of some PC visual novel kind of games that get creative with, say you have to go to the games folder or something similarly strange, right?
人がいるぞ。もしかして続きか。
Oh god, yeah.
人を追いかけよう。話を聞けるかもしれない。
Is that someone that... Well, like a scarecrow, to be honest.
人影だと思って近づいてみたら
Oh, yeah.
木だった。こんな見間違いをしてしまうなんて。
Actually, I better not show it. I'll just say something else reminded me of Evangelion in one of the other games. I won't say what it is, though. I do expect to be seeing Emio everywhere after I finish this.
焦って行動するのは良くないな。木だ。なんだあれは。何かの目印ということは、この目印の誰があれ。やはり定期的にここを通る人がいるんだろうか。
Oh, nice, Jeff. I like those kind of books with a very reflective stuff that reminds them of their life and they detail it. That's why I really liked the Ishiguro books that you recommended to me. Like Remains of the Day is very much that, isn't it?
岩を伝っていけば慎重にと。
Barbara.
分かれ道だ。
Very good. There is one single bit of Famicom Detective Club in there's one sticker in Smash Ultimate. And then it got a trophy in Smash Melee as well, which is definitely how I first learned of this series.
また分かれ道だ。ねえ、右か左どっちだと思う？って手書きの立て札だ。踏み跡を塞ぐよ。通行禁止と書いてある。通行禁止か。子供が誤って入らないようにわざとひらがなにしてる。
Oh, lovely, Paul. Yeah, I've read that, and sorry, no, I haven't read that. That's one of the ones on the list. I think Jeff Yard in chat has read Clara and the Sun quite recently, yeah. Which I think is the most recent one, right? Yeah, I really love Remains of the Day and Never Let Me Go. Excellent audiobooks for both of those. And yeah, I definitely want to read more, including that one, which, that and The Buried Giant, they do sound more fantastical than the ones I've read. Yeah, clearly an excellent author.
この岩 頑張れば登れないこともないかな。通行禁止。よし、この岩を登れば上にだって進める。
Might be a mistake climbing the rock.
空がよく見える。ダメだ、登ってはみたけど手書きの立て札はあるけどあえて無視して。次はこんなところにお地蔵さんが。あれ、花が備えられている。花はつい最近のものだ。誰かがここに来たんだ。
Is it so Paul? Yeah, I'm probably going to be quiet for a
お
bit.
地蔵さんの裏に藪の奥へと伸びる踏み
There
跡がある
there
ぞ。
might be some freaked out reactions from me before LOL, I don't know. So look forward to that. No worries. Oh yeah, well, this is the Metroid person on this series, right? Sakamoto. So yeah, there's something there with that comparison.
小屋がある。かなり古そうだ。近くまで行ってみよう。人の気配はないけど、何
Look,
か
that is the
手がかりが見
the
つかるか
best
もし
you
れない。
jump scared me with that in a long time. I'm not mad. I'm fair play to the hustle, sir. Your efforts finally paid off. GG.
思っていた以上に小さな小屋だったな。林業の人が使っていた物置だったみたいだ。
I don't think we have any Metroid sound effects, do we, actually? What ones could we add? I guess like the item jingle and such, right? Or that guy from Other End saying, remember me.
かなり古びていて、今にも崩れてしまいそうだ。この枝はまるで通ってはいけないとでも言いたい。確かにこの先は崖になっているようだから。これってホラー穴かな。奥がどうなっているのか。もしかすると部外者を通る。試しに行ってみよう。おお、目もくらむような断崖絶壁だった。水上の崖よりもやはりあの木の枝は危険だから行くなという。中は真っ暗だ。ちょっと怖いけど。これはほんの数メートル進んだだけでいい。しっかり周囲のお地蔵さんだ。やっと森を抜けたぞ。なんだここは。
Oh, nice, Crick. What are some of your favorite? Well, you love Ace Attorney, obviously, don't you? I'm trying to think what else you've played. Have you played Zero's? You've definitely played Danganronpa, haven't you? You would really like these, I think. Yeah. You could largely jump in with this one. Indeed, NSW Paul in chat has. I would recommend playing all three of them if possible. It's just they've never put the first two on sale, unfortunately, so it is £50 for both of them. Which I can understand being a bit hesitant on. Oh yeah, of course, Digimon Survivors in that list, yeah, because that's... There's a few other cases of that. there's quite a relatively popular strategy RPG cross-visual novel. It begins with U, the name of it. There's quite a few of those. That's the only one with Digimon, though. Which is an advantage, of course.
人の気配がまるでない。ここだけ時が止まったみたいだ。
I never played the second Hotel
朽ち果
Dusk
てた民家
badly.
が点在しているように見える。
I did own it as well. I did love the first one a lot.
工事関係者の人たちが言う都築実がここにいるということなんだろうか。
Oh, yeah, of course you've played Fate. After I finish this, I'll get back and do the Heavenly Feel route. I think that's the third one. I think that's the name of it. And Fate Stay Night. I've started doing the branch to go off into it. I haven't completely started it yet, but yeah, after reading so much of that with the first two routes, I thought I'd take a break, play through these, so I can get these done before the Switch 2 comes out, and then do that third route.
人の気配がまるで。ちょっとでも触ったらなんか出てきそう。人が住んでいそうな。外壁がすっかり。辺りに人。呼ばれて出てくると。都築実がここに。それは本当に都築実なんだろうか。二人の人が。そばには誰も。あ、しまった。バッテリーが残り少ない。またやっちゃったよ。
Of course, he forgot to charge his phone.
いざという時のために使わずに。よし、とにかく中を調べてみよう。
あなた、ここで何をしているの？
Oh, here she is. Oh, wow.
久世刑事こそ。
質問に答えなさい。
実は都築実がこの辺りに潜んでいるかもしれないんです。僕はその調査のためにやってきました。
Yeah, I can't not think of Yakuza when I see that name, Kirk, yeah.
もしや久世刑事も。久世刑事がここにいらっしゃったということは、やはりこの廃村のどこかに都築実が潜んでいるんですね。
警察の捜査情報は口外無用よ。もちろんあなたにそれを聞く権利はないわ。民間人のあなたに。これは。
この似顔絵を見て、この人が、つまり誠さんが都築だと言った人が2人いたんです。
Yeah, it's really cool, isn't it? It just makes sense. If they're going to give any game that kind of director's cut treatment, it might as well be the really big breakout game, right? Which continues to make it a great entry point for the series. I assume it'll be the usual English voices they've got for those, right? Oh, really, Paul? That's hilarious. I could see that being intentional, honestly.
性沈着なクゼ刑事だけど、クゼ刑事の件、自分の家を訪れたエミオ、つまり都築実が、
あのね、事件に関する質問には一切答えること。あなたの仕事はここまで。あとは警察に任せなさい。あとは警察に任せて、あなたは今すぐ帰りなさい。
確かにクゼ刑事の言う通り、ここからは警察の仕事だ。そういえばクゼ刑事以外の警察関係者の姿がない。もしやクゼ刑事は一人。クゼ刑事は一人でここへ。まさか単独で乗り込むつもりなんじゃ。
心配ないわ。さっき神にも応援を頼んだから。大丈夫。単独行動なんてだからあなたはもう行きなさい。
ですが。
行きなさい。言うことを聞かないと公務執行妨害よ。今すぐ来た道を戻りなさい。
クゼ刑事。
前にも言ったわよね。私の仕事の邪魔だけはしないでちょうだい。さあ行って。
考えてみれば警察関係者でもない僕がクゼ刑事と一緒に行動していいはずがない。このままじゃクゼ刑事の邪魔をしているだけだ。僕は何か勘違いしていたのかな。
I mean, admittedly, these sequences are a little bit Shinji-esque, aren't they? Being in one's own head, drooping their head a bit. I don't think he's sitting on the fold-out chair, out of frame though.
クゼ刑事のことは心配だけど、これ以上迷惑はかけられない。僕の調査は確かにクゼ刑事のおっしゃる通りです。クゼ刑事、くれぐれも
ええ。
失礼します。民間人か。ここまでが探偵の限界なんだろう。やっぱりせめて応援が来るまでは。そうだ、念のために上原刑事に電話を。クゼ刑事、やっぱり一人で都築の元へ。クゼ刑事は一体どこだ。どこかの廃屋の中に入ったんだろうか。どこだろう。全く見当がつかない。一軒一軒見てもあるしか。また銃声だ。さっきよりかなり近いぞ。こっちか。音が聞こえた方向を考えると、よし。
Oh god. Oh! Oh!
一体何が。
Peggy 18.
クゼ刑事、大丈夫ですか。一体何が。それにこの人は。
これが都築実。
Oh god.
18年前の一連の事件の、そして佐々木英介を殺した犯人よ。都築は静止に動じる様子もなく私に近づいてきた。危険を感じた私は発砲した。だけど手元が狂って外してしまった。ひるむこともなく平然と歩み寄ってきた都築は拳銃を取り上げて投げ捨てたのよ。そして襲いかかってきた都築は、だから私はなんとかその手を振りほどき、手近にあったナタで都築を、あいつの頭を叩き割った。
ショックを受けたんだろうか。目の前の久世刑事はこれが月見の暗くて顔がよくって顔にひどい怪我を負っているようだ。これも久世刑事、普段とはまるで別人。顔にひどい。まずは落ち着いて状況を把握しよう。この男は間違いなく続きなんですね。
そう、これが続き。私が殺したのよ。
これが続き実だという久世刑事の主張には、彼女は似顔絵を手がかりに続きを追ってきたはずだ。でも現在の続きの姿を予想して描かれた似顔絵で、そこまではっきり本人だと分かる。これは本当に続き実。
私が続きを殺した。
状況は把握できたぞ。単身でこの廃屋に乗り込んだ久世刑事は中にいた鈴木みのるに襲われたようだ。身の危険を感じた彼女はやむなく発砲した。その銃声を頼りに僕はここにたどり着いた。銃声？待てよ。僕が聞いた銃声は2発だ。久世刑事は2回とも外したってことなの？拳銃を奪われた久世刑事は続きに首を絞められた。その手を振りほどき、久世刑事は手近にあったナタで続きの頭をナタ。おかしい。ナタが見当たらない。足元の携帯電話。僕の携帯電話。あ、そうか。さっき駆けつけた時に。とにかく上原刑事に知らせましょう。僕が連絡します。あ、県外だ。そうか、山奥だから電波が届かないんだ。県外だって。待てよ。
心配ないわ。さっき神にも応援を頼んだから。
It really does, Paul. Yeah, I've got so much respect for visual novel and adventure games, which aren't always the same thing. There's certainly a lot of overlap. But yeah, I'm just so impressed what they can do with, also, especially the second Famicom Detective Club, at least going by the remake. Although what I saw of the SNES version especially, that one is very good on horror and horror build-up. With still a good bit of levity and jovialness, though. Secretly, I think this is Nintendo's most M-rated series, right? It's in quite a few ways. I think just including down to just a lot of what feel like quite adult conversations, like between adults, you know, with adult problems and adult social lives. Even though you do play as a detective, a teenage detective. Yeah, Skirley stands behind, yeah. I think that's probably better overall than the first one, even though, as I said, I think the first one still has my favourite story sequence out of the two. I'd love to hear what you guys think of them. It's great you and Sarah play them together, right? Which I love hearing. Oh, because you're playing Lost Records together as well, aren't you? The one that came out recently, right?
一体どういうことだ。
なぜ行かなかったの？
Took me a moment. It's like, oh shit, she's pointed at her.
なぜここに来たのよ。
久世刑事。
Okay, now we're in spoiler territory
あ
properly.
なたには死んでもらうわ。
待ってください、草刑事。
18年前のあの日、家を飛び出した私は人気のない道端に座り込んで泣いていたの。そこへ1台の車が止まった。そして誰かが降りてきて私の目の前で立ち止まった。私は顔を上げてその人を見上げた。そこには笑顔の紙袋をかぶった男が立っていたの。私怖くて動くことも声を出すこともできなかった。男はその場にしゃがんで私の顔を覗き込みながら「エミコ」と言ったのよ。私は力を振り絞って思いっきり泣き叫んだ。叫び続けたわ。男は動じる様子もなく、なぜか悲しそうな目をした。そして私の首に両手をかけたの。そこへ兄が走ってきた。大声で叫びながら私を助けようと。兄は男に襲いかかった。でも兄はそいつに捕まってしまった。そして男は馬乗りになって兄の首を絞め始めた。兄が死んでしまう、そう思った私は無我夢中で男に掴みかかった。そいつは子供投げに私を払いのけた。その時私が掴んでいた紙袋が取れてしまった。振り返ったそいつはこっちを向いた。その時私は男の顔を見た。そいつのその続きの顔はまるで袋に書かれた顔と同じだった。私は恐怖で凍りついてしまった。
Well, that's the face I'm seeing when I close my eyes now. Oh, God.
我に帰った時、続きの車は走り去った後だった。でもぐったりした兄を何のためらいもなくトランクに放り込んだ続きの姿は、あいつの姿は今でもはっきりと覚えているわ。
He took her brother away then, just but he was
私だけが
unconscious.
帰ってきたことに驚いた祖父母が、兄はどうしたとしきりに聞いてきた。
Right, so we filled in that part of the puzzle now.
何も知らないって言ってしまった。目の前で起きたこと、あいつの顔、全てが恐ろしかった。でも一番怖かったのは、何より大切な兄が、お兄ちゃんが私のせいでいなくなってしまったこと。
Oh God, he blames herself for her brother being taken away. Her grandmother is so sweet as well, isn't she? Every conversation, dialogue you have with her. It's quite nice to think of a bit of levity at a time like this. Yeah, basically, my God, Paul, yeah. Probably the most horrifying image I've ever seen my Switch generate for me, definitely. The character models are amazing in this, aren't they? I guess because they're not rendered a lot on screen, but yeah, stunning artwork in these.
そしてそれを祖父母に知られることだった。お兄ちゃんや大好きなお兄ちゃんがくれた紫の花、私があんなひどいことさえ言わなければ。そんな私の身代わりに兄は連れ去られてしまった。自分が連れ去られればよかった。今でもそう思ってる。
He's got survivor's guilt, yeah.
やがて警察関係者がうちに来た。兄のことをいろいろと尋ねられたわ。私は 何も知らないとしか言えなかった。
That was a big aha moment when they referenced purple flowers in the game, because I was like, oh, that's all over the iconography of the game's advertising and such, so... Could assume they were plot important, really. Wow, yeah, beautifully put, actually, Paul, yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah. It's not the first plot I've seen where I thought, man, if therapy had been introduced in here, it might have helped, but it's certainly a big example of that, yeah. It's certainly the last thing you'd expect from a Nintendo published, let alone Nintendo developed joint, right? But yeah, like all the way back to the Famicom days, they were doing some of these, my god.
村中の人も兄を探そうとしてくれた。でも兄が見つかるはずがないことを私は知っていた。翌日、当日の夜にも来ていた若い男がやってきた。その人は自分を探偵だと名乗った。
So this,
何も話そうとしない私にその人はこう言った。
お嬢ちゃん、本当に何にも知らないの？僕がお兄ちゃんを見つけてあげるよ。
私は何も答えられなかった。その探偵宇津木俊介には何もかも見透かされているような気がしたから。
oh, that's our,
私の嘘
oh
に
wow, yeah.
兄が生きて帰ってくるはずもないという事実も。
That's the detective we work for, isn't it? Well,
その男は本当にあなたが殺したんですか？
そうよ、私たち兄弟をめちゃくちゃにした都築実。殺されて当然でしょ。
エミコ。やっぱり来てくれたんだ。エミコじゃないのか。じゃあお前は誰だ？
God, the strangling again, yeah. Sometimes strangled by hand, sometimes by
私が都築を殺したのに。
another apparatus. I'm kind of remember now, yeah.
あなたはこの都築の指紋が残った銃で
I think wires or similar, yeah.
あいつに撃たれて死んだことになってもらうわ。やっと会えた兄と暮らすためなの。ごめんなさい。
Oh.
兄と？
Oh.
兄さん、
Oh, there he is.
君は
誠兄ちゃん、私よ、純子よ。
純子。誠兄ちゃん。
そうよ、誠兄さん。やっぱり無事だったのね。
無事。何のことなんだ？
兄さん、私がわからないの？
He does look like the sketch, doesn't he?
もしや兄さん。
僕は誰だ？君は一体誰だ？
これを見て。兄さん、綺麗なお花をありがとう。兄さん、今すぐここから離れて幸福駅で待っててちょうだい。早く行って。さあ早く急いで。行きなさい。
Oh, that's when the two thoughts were, right?
ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。
久世刑事、僕はどうすれば。
兄は今日まで何も知らずにこんなところで20年近くも暮らしてきたのよ。もう辛い思いはさせたくない。今すぐ自由にしてあげたいの。ごめんなさい。できない。私にはやっぱりできない。ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい、お兄ちゃん。ごめんなさい。
久世刑事。久世刑。
Oh!
順行泣かすな！
Oh, crap. Oh, jeez. Oh, no.
ダメ、止まって、兄さん。
That's where the machete is.
止まりなさい。
Oh.
兄さん、兄さん。
ただいま。
In slightly later.
おかえりあゆみちゃん。どうだった？誠さんの容体は。
うん。順調に回復されてるみたいよ。急所に当たらなくて、本当に良かったわね。
I haven't played the previous two before this. It is cool to see, because they were like 15, 16, 17. But you and me here, the main character, and the other two. So it's cool to see them a bit older here. Still only about 19 though, if I remember, but yeah. Of course, she's the...
よかっ
She's...
た。上原刑事の射撃の腕のおかげだね。本当は急所を狙ったつもりだったんだから。
I know that was kind of... That's hilarious that's how that paid off. Like, they kept emphasizing Kuze's partner. He's a really terrible shot. And that's how that paid off. It's, him thankfully failing to kill their brother.
久世誠に発砲したのは上原刑事だった。
Yeah, that's quite a whiplash in a good way, wasn't it? She is a sweetheart, isn't she? That's of course who she was the one who had the Smash Brothers trophy made of her, wasn't it? Back in the Melee days.
彼は最近の久世刑事の様子に違和感を覚えていたそうだ。
Oh, the music is so good in these as well. So there's a really nice remix of music that plays throughout The Girl Who Stands Behind the second game. I was glad to see you do play as her a bit in this, even if definitely not as much as the default detective fella.
特に最近の久世刑事は予定にない単独行動がかなり増えていたという。
Sorry, there's a bit of echo, by the way. Usually I'm able to stop it just by moving the mic a bit.
今回鈴木の隠れ家に踏み込んだのも久世刑事の独断だった。バイクのこと、そしてネクタイのことを知った上原刑事は可能な限り彼女の動向に注意を払っていたようだ。
Is that because we tipped him off to that, the time search, or did he really know?
久世刑事が一人配送に向かったことにいち早く気づいた上原刑事だが、警察署からの呼び出しで足止めを食ってしまい、駆けつけるのがやや遅れてしまったという。そう、彼もまた無断でイレギュラーな行動を取り続けてきた。久世純子、その人。都築稔に関しては僕はあの時本当に久世刑事が殺したんだと思ったよ。
兄さん、
純子。
どこかに隠れて兄さん。いいから隠れるの、今すぐ。
Oh god, we did come in at that time, didn't we? Oh dear.
それから佐々木くんのことだけど、
佐々木くんは結局自殺だったんだね。
God, the child did. Oh. Well, that's what the child's friend was worried about, wasn't it?
あの夜、ゆかり小村から警察署に戻る途中の久世刑事は脇道に入っていく自転車を目撃した。その時間と場所から不審に思いながらもそのまま通過した久世刑事だったが、妙な胸騒ぎを覚え、帰宅後にバイクで自転車を目撃した場所へと向かった。バイクを止め、脇道を進んだ先にはポンプ場があった。そこで久世刑事は
Oh, that's why the bike was there, yeah.
ポンプ場の鉄格子にネクタイを引っ掛け、座るような形で首を吊っている佐々木英介を発見した。
Oh man. It's a rare Nintendo first party game that needs trigger warnings, but this is one of them, isn't it? My gosh. Yeah, yes, Fukuyama, yeah. That's, yeah, there are a few, like, almost Ace Attorney style eccentric characters in this, aren't there?
佐々木英介はすでに息絶えていたが、久世刑事は直ちに蘇生処置を試みた。しかし佐々木英介が息を、そして署に連絡しようとした久世刑事が、久世刑事の手があるものに触れた。取り壊す直前の実家で発見したあの忌まわしい紙袋だ。
I did wonder how that would play into it. Yeah, the house they tore down. What she would have retrieved from that, yeah.
それを見たとき、ある考えが頭によぎった久世刑事。あろうことか、それを実行に移してしまったんだ。横たわる佐々木英介に紙袋をかぶせ、その場を立ち去った久世刑事は、
Oh my god. That was her too. Oh wow.
もしもし、人が死んでるみたいなんです。はい、場所は山のバス停近くのポンプ場です。
翌朝、第一発見者を装い、匿名で警察に通報した。
So they kept that in because their old house that we visit at some point, which is abandoned, that was going to be demolished at some point, and then Kuze went there. Right, yeah.
久世刑事は18年前の事件の再発を想起させる偽装を佐々木彼女自身がその捜査に加わることが誠さん発見につながると考えたようだ。
Right, that's why. Oh god, right. So there was no real Emio at the start of this.
その事件の報道が必ず生きていると信じた誠さんへの何らかのサインになると思ったのかもしれないね。実際に佐々木くんの事件は都築や誠さんの知るところとなってエミオが現れるようになったことを考えると久世刑事の狙い通りにはなったわけだけど、まあ彼女は自分のしてしまったことをとても私はなんてことをしてしまったんだって。
久世刑事はネクタイと一緒に佐々木くんの衣装も持っていたのよね。
Oh, that was in the box as well that we found. Oh my god. I know they later did a trailer for this game that spoiled one of the big reveals of it, right? I'm trying to figure out what that could be based on this. Because I know there was a bit of contention over that. Yeah, it's oh man, it is someone being driven, someone in a horrible situation, driven to doing a pretty awful thing out of desperation, and to repurpose a child's death in that way. Oh my gosh.
久世刑事の部屋に落ちていた箱に入っていた封筒がそうだったんだね。
Yeah, I don't know how many Nintendo games get as desperately sad as these ones do. Just some of the most grim, horrible stories, horrible events that happen to people in these games. Well,
その遺書はめぐみさんに宛てたものだった。そこには一言こう書かれていたらしい。
God, is that them being read the suicide note?
めぐみへ、今まで楽しかった。ありがとう。ごめんな。バイバイ。
I need to end a note like that. Well,
福山先輩はその言葉をめぐみさん、そして滝口くんに告げた。
yeah, this isn't like desperate. This isn't intensely dark in like a kind of sort of a lurid kind of way. It's really dark in a desperately sad. Like I can't believe that this shot and just what. Look, the lad on the right, his suspicions were correct about the nature of his friend's death. Oh my god.
佐々木英介をよく知り、彼の葛藤を理解していた親友の滝口浩平君は、あいつらしいよ。そう言って泣き崩れたそうだ。森本めぐみさんも泣いた。涙が枯れるほどに。でも佐々木くんがめぐみさんに残した言葉が彼女の心に佐々木くんの最後の優しさから目をそらすことなくまっすぐに受け止め前を向いて進むための力を。思春期の子供たちの心を大人が理解するのは難しい。でもそのあまりにもか弱く脆い彼や彼女たちの心を自分なりに感じ取り 寄り添い守ることができる。いや、
Oh. He's
そ
a
うし
good
なければならない。
he's a good egg, the main character of these
そ
games.
の教訓を得た福山先輩はきっといい先生になっていくだろう。
Man, this guy I was really worried about. I think that was the intention, wasn't it? Because he was just intensely there was an intensity about him that was a little frightening. He really was just like intensely sincere, like as sincere as he very much over enthusiastically let on. Yeah, it's incredible visual there. Wow.
ただいま。
あ、先生。
おかえりなさい。
君たちの活躍はカマさんから聞いたよ。二人とももう立派な探偵だ。
I'm at the point with this series now where this music makes me a bit emotional. It does go back to the first one. The nice thing with the remakes of the older games is you can change back to the NES music. And in the case of the second game, the SNES version's music as well. So that's quite fun comparing. Yeah, it's unbelievable, isn't it, Paul? Yeah, honestly, I won't dare say anything about the other two. I'm hopefully they discount them. I wish they did a physical release of them in the West. It's a shame because they did a physical release in Japan, which with some Switch games, the physical version will just default to whatever language your system is set to, right? But I believe in that case they were Japan only, unfortunately. I'm glad this one got a physical at least. You know, in these cases, if I do want the game and it's only digital, I will get it digitally. But it just also would be nice if they discount them. Yeah, it's really cool though, yeah.
先生の調査はどうだったんですか？ぜひ話を聞かせてください。
I just desperately hope they keep making these. What's impressive is playing all three of them back to back felt very organic to me. I had to keep reminding myself this one was made, what would that be, like 35 years after the last one? Not counting the Super Famicom smaller kind of side stories film, which again, I hope we can play that in some capacity one day. Just what I find crazy is Yoshio Sakamoto and company, they've got these like mystery writing skills and this ability for characterization, and those skills have just like sat there doing nothing for all this many decades while they didn't make any more of these games. It is interesting, it was only like a brief period of time on the Famicom they did do adventure games, Japan only ones. There's a couple of other ones. There's an absolutely batshit crazy time traveling one that's worth looking up. It's got the devil and Joan of Arc trying to save her from being burned, and that's probably not even the craziest part of it. I assume that one won't see a lavish remake, but I'm glad these ones did. There's another one as well that's based on like old Japanese fairy tales, I believe. Because one of the things in it is the Tale of Princess Kaguya, which of course was a Ghibli film. If you remember a Smash Brothers trophy where one of the characters was like a very stout, almost caveman-looking character with blue hair and a toothy smile, that's what one of them is from. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, that's not quite right. On that version you saw, yeah, that is bizarre, that. In a lot of cases, that would be correct with Japanese releases of Switch games, as far as I understand, anyway. But not this one, unfortunately, yeah. Yes, well, so these were ones that were released on the Famicom Disk System. They did quite a few of these, really, yeah. They did two of these Detective Club ones. They did the one that's kind of based on old Japanese fairy tales. And then one that's like really good retro game YouTuber folder because there's just so many crazy things that happen in there. There's a time traveling one as well that, yeah, is a bit bonkers, but I think there has been a fan translation for the Fairy Tale one now. I understand that there's quite a few technical complexities. Sometimes with fan translating those games, it's more the technical aspect, even though the translation aspect is very difficult, obviously, let's not undersell that, but sometimes just actually implementing that can be tough as well, yeah.
ちょっと待ってくれよ。今帰ったばかりでお腹がペコペコだ。ということで、あゆみちゃん、ランチに付き合ってくれるかな。
もちろんです。
ちょっと待ってくださいよ。なんであゆみさんだけなんですか？
I think he is secretly Nintendo's most handsome gent, Detective Utsugi, isn't he?
さあ行こうか、あゆみ。
はーい。
ひどいなもう。いや僕も行きますって。
Yeah, what's this about? Why are we not being invited? Ayumi did get to. She got to have really nice tiramisu, didn't she, at one point in this? That was nice. Our main character not quite as much, though he did go to a bar and have iced tea, and the mama kind of matriarch there was really cool. Oh, actually, here's a nice screen cap of that character. Actually, where is it? Oh yeah, here we are. It was a bit mischievous there, but they wouldn't let me put that in as a text phrase, so I did have to split that up. But yeah, and Nintendo did say ACAB. As a yeah, there we go. But I was a bit worried there. Was there going to be an arc where she's like, "Oh, they're not so bad"? It's like, no, I don't think so necessarily. Thankfully, it's a stone cold Hank, isn't he? Yeah.
上原刑事、みんなったらいつもひどいんですよ。僕だけ置いてっちゃって。
I assume there's a reason for
誰
that.
かと電話してるの？
上原刑事だよ。
ほら、ちゃんと前を向いて歩かないと危ないよ。
しばらくして、久世刑事から一通の手紙。
I'm confused by this. Why did we not get to go for? Is there going to be any closure on that? Why did he deliberately not invite us to? Oh dear. That wasn't because of my performance in the end of day quizzes, was it? I did usually do all right on those. One of them I was playing quite late at night and quite tired on. Mama Shoko, yeah, she's definitely one of the best characters in this, isn't she? It's both the Yakuza and Persona games have had similarly cool kind of mama type bar matrons in them.
宇津木探偵事務所の皆さん。
Oh, without saying too much, there's something in this shot that is a big reference to the one of the other games. I won't specify though.
いろいろとご迷惑をおかけしましたことを心よりお詫び申し上げます。私の行いは許されることではありません。身勝手な自分を恥じ、その罪を償っていくつもりです。私は警察官の職を辞し、兄を支えながら、共に今後の人生を歩むことになりました。兄、誠の記憶は無事戻りましたが、怪我の後遺症で今は歩くことができません。兄は一人で生きていくために歩けるようになるのだと、リハビリに励む日々です。 そんな兄に寄り添い支えることもまた私にとっての贖罪である。
Sorry, I just realized I was muted there. Might he get to reunite with his quote-unquote family at the car garage, right?
その思いを胸に生きていこうと思います。
Oh, the main character's gonna like this, isn't he? This proximity, yeah. they are cute together, aren't they? I mean, I don't think they'll ever officially get together because I think they want to keep that will they, won't they tension, don't they?
皆様のご活躍を私たち家族3人でお祈り申し上げます。上原純子。
Oh, he deserves the best, the grandmother. She's the...
ナスの親言葉はつつましい幸福、真実、そして希望。久世兄弟はようやくそれらすべて取り戻したんだろう。
Even that felt intentional, actually. The eggplants being, yeah, there she is, Megumi Ogata, Shinji's VA. Which at some point I was like, this main character does sound familiar. And I think when I saw that name in one of the other game's credits, that sounded familiar as well. It's I read that as Hideo Kojima, that's Hideki Kojima. Oh no, that's surprisingly believable, yeah. That's I'm really glad we got to see the grandmother's reaction there, because again, the other games, and again, this isn't spoiling, but I did have some kind of, oh, what did this character think of this? Or what did this character think of what happened? You don't always get that. Again, I think I've been spoiled by the Ace Attorney games on that, where every surviving NPC in the credits of an Ace Attorney game, you see what they think, what they're up to, and what they thought of what happened, right? I would like something for these as well, but yeah, I love this series to bits regardless. Again, sorry, you can't hear me over this, right? Like, I set the game volume very loud because I assumed I wouldn't mostly be talking, but... Yeah, I really love this series. I'm so glad to have finally played it. Definitely aspects of them are an acquired taste, especially the first game, because yeah, the progression can be a bit... it's far from the worst I've seen in an adventure game, in terms of like, just not knowing what to do. There's definitely some obtuse, like arbitrary ways you do have to progress. You have to have the game kind of trigger the next event or such. I never minded too much. Oh, well done, Armor. No, I won't say anything, Armor, don't worry. Just, there might be a post-credits bit in a moment, so do be careful, but... Yeah, Armor, next time we meet up, I can... Paul, Armor in chat is in my Switch online family thing. So I can give him a... not key card, that's a different thing, isn't it? Oh, what have they called that system now, where you can... I could go to the home menu, but I don't want to interrupt the lovely music. I could share my digital game key card thing of... there we go, virtual game cards, yeah. Next time we meet up, if we both have our Switches and we can connect them online, I can lend you the first Famicom Detective Club for 14 days. Which would be... Armor's quite quick on games, but... none of these are incredibly long. I think my Switch play times are probably about 11 or 12 hours for this one. And then they're like 8 or 9 hours each for the other two games. Trademarked, yeah. Oh, interesting, Paul. Yeah. Well, I did wonder if there was like multiple ending stuff depending on, because you do get the little pop quizzes throughout at the end of each day in this, don't you? I did wonder if my performance in those might affect something. But yeah, I really hope they just keep making these. I assume they don't cost anything to make, and I think it's like how Miyamoto will always ensure they keep making Pikmin games because he wants to and he's got that clout. If Yoshio Sakamoto wants to keep making these, I'm guessing he can, and they're more than happy for him to. Which, yeah, I'm here for that. If that Another Code collection gets a Switch 2 upgrade, I might grab that as well, actually. I loved the original Another Code back on DS. Because I guess after the Famicom Disk System, and a little bit on the SNES Super Famicom Satellite download thing, there he is, Yoshio Sakamoto. Onto Makoto Asada, is he one of the original folks from this series? Yeah, I guess like the DS was the next time there were like quite a few Nintendo published adventure games, right? Oh, nice Armor. Yeah, I love the original Hotel Dusk. Never really played the sequel, though I do own it. Very late DS release that didn't get released in the US, and was also region locked on was also region locked on American, so it had to be on the correct region if it was a DSi XL or a 3DS, unfortunately.
今回の事件のことだが、まだ多くの謎が残されたままになっている。その一つ一つをつまびらかにしていくことが本当の意味での事件解決だと僕は、それには都築実という男の生涯を直視する必要がある。ただ。
Oh, lovely, really, Paul. Yeah, because I know Nintendo have gotten quite good at their younger staff trying to make sure they can. Paul is the co-founder of Nintendo South Wales, by the way, Armour. He's royalty. If I may embarrass him. It's oh, sorry, yeah, of course Armour's hiding. Yeah, they have gotten better. That does have me excited to know that, yeah. If I see anyone getting mad when these show up in the Nintendo Direct, because they're not something they immediately recognize or are interested in, I'll shush them.
かなり凄惨で重い話だから、聞くためにはそれなりの覚悟が必要だ。だから、君の心の準備ができてから、気持ちが決まったら電話をかけてきてくれるかい？待っているよ。
Right, so I did hear something about an extra chapter on this. Is that what this is, Paul? I did think that. I was thinking, well, are there a few loose ends, I feel like? Oh. Oh, the name of the game changed, even. And there's an eyeball in the flower, huh? Oh, wow, yeah. Oh, yes, Paul. I watched a retro game YouTube channel I follow, GameSack. They did a really good episode on the DS today that put me in a really good mood because he was really positive on the system, and he wasn't even, he's not even a fan of handheld gaming, the guy at GameSack, but it was making me quite nostalgic for that. And then I can't believe I never thought of this, but he pointed out that Hotel Dusk is the Take On Me, Aha music video art style. How did I never make that connection? I mean, there's a lot of influences going on there, isn't there? But oh, lovely, Paul. Yeah, I'll tell you what, we'll BRB very quickly, and then we'll do this, and then we'll raid out. Thank you so much for coming by on this, Paul. It's been lovely to chat to you on this, fella. It's and I've definitely been in your position before where I'm excited to see someone's reaction to a crazy ending or something of that kind of context. Yeah, rotoscoping, right? Yeah, I was really reminded how gorgeous that game's aesthetic was watching that video earlier. Yeah, but yeah, back in a quick second. There we go. Yeah, I don't usually stream on weekend days. And even though I love this kind of visual novel game, I don't tend to stream them just because I do tend to play them handheld, cozied up on the sofa or in bed before sleep type of thing. But I thought it'd be fun knowing how crazy the end of this one's meant to get, and it was lovely to be able to share it with someone who also was keen on this and then played it before. Same in turn, Paul. Yeah, I feel I hate that I wasn't able to go to the most recent LSW event as well. My time management has been quite bad lately. ADHD, something. But you know, we won't be too mean to ourselves on that, and especially because there's another event this month, isn't there, in Swansea? Which I've put that on the calendar. I should be able to go to that. And I definitely do want to. Especially because there's the 8-player stuff there is really fun, like virtual racing. And then there's championships as well, because I remember the last time you guys did that there. That was revelatory. Just, oh my gosh, that is shockingly fun to have 8 people play the NES game at the same time. Surprisingly quite a riot, right? That's such a clever format for that game. I'm thinking a lot about NES Famicom stuff lately. Can you guess why?
どうやら心の準備ができたようだね。
It's fun the way they build this up as well. Like it's just very sort of, are you ready? Yeah. This might be a bit grim, not unexpectedly.
わかった。じゃあ事務所まで来てくれ。
Yeah, I can also let you know, Paul, if I'm streaming
イルモ村での
something.
調査で、エミオの起源についてはほぼわかった。
If I'm streaming something I think you'll be interested in. I also, I don't want to be annoying about that, or make you feel like, oh, you have to drop everything for, never any pressure on that, of course.
また、都築実が潜んでいた廃屋で、彼が残した走り書きが見つかったんだ。
It was quite a while ago now, but I remember you and Ben on you streamed Diddy Kong Racing, playing through that on the NSW Facebook page, and that was so much fun interacting with you guys on that. That was quite a while ago now. I think that was pre-COVID.
しかし、そこに書かれている彼の真意を、 我々が理解し正しく汲み取ることはまずは僕が聞き込みで得たことを君に伝えようと思う。
宇津木探偵事務所。
ずいぶん古い話で恐縮なのですが、お話を伺えればと思いお邪魔しました。
ほうかほうか。それで何が聞きたいんじゃ？
この村で都築さんというご家族が暮らしていたと聞いてやってきました。
鈴木んちか。あげんなことになってしもうたが、もともとはごく普通の家での家族で仲良つつましゅう暮らしておったんじゃよ。ところがじゃ、ある日鈴木んちの母ちゃんが家出しちまっての。それ以来亭主は仕事もせんと叫びたりになってしもうた。酔っ払っちゃ暴れるもんじゃけ、わしらも関わらんようになっていったんじゃよ。なんで母ちゃんが出てったのかは知らん。そもそもわしらがとやかく言うことじゃねえ。
More,
じゃが
more capital T themes in this than your usual Nintendo series. Alcoholism, domestic issues and the like.
そのとばっちりでつらい目に遭うたのは鈴木んちの子供たちじゃったわ。
子供たち。
Oh, interesting. Oh, right. So some people feel like this should have been more organically right. Yeah, I'll see what I think. It's certainly an interesting way to do it. I'm certainly not against it. At least from the outset. We'll see how it goes now.
都築稔さんにはご兄弟がいらっしゃったんですね。
みのるには恵美子っちゅう妹がおってな。
Oh, there's Emiko.
7つ違いくらいやったかの。
Yeah, that was probably what the biggest thing that wasn't paid
Emiko-san.
off before
で
this.
すか。
Or what Emiko is.
お、そうじゃ恵美子じゃ。年が離れとったからか、みのるは妹の恵美子をそら可愛がりよったわ。
恵美子を泣かすな、このバカ親父。なんとかの野郎。もうフェイルとめ。
小さい恵美子をかばってみのるはよう叩かれちょったがね。お母ちゃんがおった頃の恵美子はそら明るうて元気やっての男の子みたいやったけ、村のもんからはエミオちゃんエミオちゃんと呼ばれよった。
エミオちゃん。
Emio-chan.
やのにお母ちゃんが出てってからはいつも泣いとった。わしらもできるだけのことは しよったつもりじゃったが、仲のええ兄弟じゃったのう。ミノルは体ば張って恵美子を守っとった。
Interesting, Paul. Yeah, because it is odd the whole him recruiting just these teenage detectives, basically. Yeah, but like it is very sweet how protective he is of them. You do get a sense of that before, but especially with that there, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Some of the audiobooks I've been reading, listening to lately have been autobiographical ones. And most of them have had a, unfortunately, a really tough, upbringing domestically. Like, I listened to Viola Davis's, really excellent, God love her, like, just growing up in just the most horrific kind of poverty you can imagine. Let alone, being, a black family in a predominantly white area, and just, oh god. Yeah. That's not the first time I've come across this topic recently.
あないに元気でおてんばな娘やったのに、たまに姿を見かけても。
Generally, my partner has got us watching a very light-hearted anime lately, so that'll help balance it out a bit.
いつでもミノルにぴったりくっついておどおどしとった。兄ちゃんだけが頼りやと思うとったんやろうの。口数が少のうて不器用じゃったが、素直で心の優しい男の子じゃった。自分だけを頼りにしとる恵美子のために、いつも明るう振る舞っとったわ。自分かてつらかったやろうに。夫婦の間には他人にはわからんいろんなことがあるのはわかっちょう。じゃがそのせいで一番つらい目に遭うのはいつも子供たちなんじゃ。ミノルと恵美子のために結局わしらは何もしてやれんかった。
Yeah, this is raw right here, isn't it? Like being adults nearby and seeing domestic abuse happen to children, and it's just
それが
oh god,
今でも心残りでの。
even carrying that burden to this day. Wow.
そう言うたらこんなことがあったの。ある日恵美子の笑い声が聞こえてきての。えらい楽しそうやから何事かと思うとったら、ミノルがなんやおかしな紙袋をかぶってふざけよったんじゃわ。
Oh no, we got our origin story of the paperback.
笑うとる恵美子を見たのはほんに久しぶりじゃった。
どんな紙袋だったか覚えていらっしゃいますか？
ミノルが書いたんじゃろうの。なんや笑うとる顔が書いてあったんじゃ。せやからそれをかぶっとるミノルは
just others an
まる
innocuous
で
happy
大
thing,
笑いしとるみたいじゃったわ。
even though it is very terrifying
そらも
episodes,
う恵美子はキャッキャ言うて笑っての。あんな恵美子を見たんは久しぶりじゃった。次ん日には二人とも袋ばかぶって走り回っとった。あん袋が 遊ぶもんなんか買ってもらえん兄弟の遊び道具だったんじゃのう。恵美子があんなに笑うて実はさぞ嬉しかったじゃろうな。
That's Miss Emio. Smiling at later.
あんなことになってもうて。
鈴木さんご一家にその後何が起きたのでしょうか。
すまんが兄ちゃん、それは他の人に聞いてもらえんかの。わしゃ思い出すのがつらいんじゃ。
わかりました。いろいろとお話しいただきありがとうございました。辛いことをお聞きして申し訳ありませんでした。
おお、わしのことを気にしてくれるんか。あの兄弟は二人で一つ。
恵美子さんは亡くなった？ため池で溺れて？
池の方からみのるちゃんの空もう大きい泣き声が聞こえてきたもんだから慌てて行ってみたら恵美子ちゃんがもう言葉も出なんだです。みのるちゃん！突然駆け出したみのるちゃんがどこへ何をしに行こうとしとったんか、あん時の私は何も気づけんかったんですよ。みのるちゃんと恵美子ちゃん二人で家出しようとしとったんですわ。それを親父さんに見つかって荷物を池に捨てられてもうて、恵美子ちゃんが池に入って拾おうとしたみたいで、それで溺れたらしいんです。そんでみのるちゃんが親父さんを親父さんの顔はもう、それでも誰もみのるちゃんを責めたりは。
Oh, bless you, no worries at all, Paul. I think a lot of it is just going to be me kind of reacting like that. Again, this isn't like shocking in a kind of lurid, oh my god, they went there, you're all kind of like almost laughing about it. It's that in just a very, very desperately sad way, isn't it? Just very effectively so. Yeah, best of luck on the Xenoblade X missions. I want to hear how those went. I hope it bet well.
みのるちゃん、どんだけ辛かったことか。妹を亡くして自分の手で 親父さんを。恵美子ちゃんのお葬式の日にね。
顔を見たり。
みのるちゃん。
祈る。かわいそうに。そうかそうか。エミオちゃん、兄ちゃんがええもん持ってきてくれたぞ。
エミオちゃんが笑うとるわ。
もう泣かんでええんやぞ。ずっと笑うとったら。
あん時のことは村で長い間語り継がれてきたようですわ。けんどこの村もそのことを知る人はもうほとんどおらんでな。忘れられていくんやね。あん時いきなり走り出したみのるちゃんを私はなんで止めんかったんやろ。あの子が何を考えとったんか、なんで気づいてやれんかったんやろうって今でもそう思っとります。大好きやった紙袋と一緒に恵美子ちゃんは旅立っていったんですよ。みのるちゃん、その後少年院に入ったんですわ。それから先んことはようわかりませんね。
That's the,
私
yeah,
もあの後村を出てもうたんで。
that's what we hear from the people at the garage, isn't it? The detention center, yeah.
私から話せることはこんくらいですかね。
There's something very stupid as well earlier because I got confused with that. Which I think is part of the intent actually, but I was like, well, will Kuze's brother be reunited with the kind of family from the garage? It's like, about that.
お話しいただきましてありがとうございました。
I was getting that mixed up.
村を出てずいぶん経った今でもあの兄弟のことは時々思い出しますね。
Yeah, I was just exploring the way that has a knock-on effect on the people nearby really well as well. Just the kind of that always being a part of when something that horrific happens in a small community like this. Yeah.
みのるちゃん、今も元気にしとったらええんやけど。
Oh God, about that mess.
みのるちゃんの気持ちに気づいてやれてたらあの子が罪を犯すことはなかったんやないかと。
あくまでも私の考えではあります。あなたは決してご自身を責めるべきではないと思います。
そうなんやろかね。知っとることはみんな話したつもりです。
貴重なお話をありがとうございました。
辛いことを思い出してしまいました。
それは
けんどあんたに聞いてもらったことでちょっと気持ちが軽うなったように思いますわ。
これが都市伝説エミオの起源となった話のようだ。
There's such a sweetness, a kindness to these games as well. Like even amidst all the, I think that does help make how dark they are more palatable as well. You do get a sense of people trying to be kind and there for each other in the face of like just really horrific events. Yeah.
鈴木兄弟の悲劇は村の中で語り継がれ、後に村を離れていった人たちが拡散していく過程で恐ろしい都市伝説へと形を変えた。それを決定的にしてしまったのが鈴木みのる本人だったというのはなんとも皮肉な話だね。鈴木兄弟の事件は近隣の方々にも暗い影を落としていたよ。彼らのために自分たちにできることはなかったのかと、自分が鈴木の強行を止められたのではという思いにずっと縛られている方もいらっしゃった。もちろんその方たちがご自身を責める必要はない。重く受け止めるべき言葉だったよ。そして鈴木が入院していた少年院の教官にも会って話を聞いてきたんだ。
鈴木みのる。ああ、覚えてますよ。素直で手のかからないいい子でしたよ。ただ、起こした事件が事件ですから、精神的な面を我々は気にしていましたね。あなた、いかにも探偵って感じですね。口数が少ないどころか、ほとんど口を聞きませんでしたから。心の内は何とも、正直なところ、つかみどころがなかったです。何せ変わった子でしたね、続きは。一人でいることが多かったですし、常に何か考え事をしている印象でした。ああ、そういえば、一人でいるときはよく独り言をブツブツ言っていましたね。
He always writes on that sheet of lined paper like that, yeah.
続きは自動車が好きだったようなので、自動車整備士の資格の取得を勧めました。
I don't know why that's the thing that stuck out to me there, because like him having an interest in cars, obviously that was definitely what led him to where he went next with the folks in the garage.
退院してからも何か資格を持っていた方が有利ですからね。元来、真面目で物覚えがいいこともあり、非常に熱心に取り組んだ結果、試験には見事一発で合格したんですよ。
ほう、それは大したものですね。
そうなんですよ。正直なところ驚きました。頭いいんだなって思えて、なんだか自分も嬉しかったですね。合格したのがよほど嬉しかったんでしょうね。その時、続きが珍しく話しかけてきたんです。ただ、話していた内容がちょっと変だったんです。続きはこう言いました。いつかは自分も車を手に入れて、妹が行きたいところへどこへでも連れて行ってやるんだって。
I did. Oh, see, with saying that, that didn't even
そう
occur
言っ
to
てたんで
me
すよ。
with all the other stuff with his sister just now. Yeah.
はっきりそう言ったんですよ。その反応を見る限り、あなたも変だと思いましたよね。
I thought we could reply there. I'm not sure what was weird. Yes, it is weird.
ええ、私が知る限りですが、鈴木さん。
そうなんですよ。当時の資料でも続きの妹は、あの時亡くなった恵美子さんだけとなってましたし。
やっぱり都築の妹さんは恵美子さんだけで間違いないですね。他に妹がいたなんて情報を我々が知らないなんてありえないです。
そうでしょうね。
妹が行きたいところへどこへでも連れて行ってやるんだってすごく嬉しそうに話す続きを見て、この子の頭の中でなかったことになっているんじゃないかって。
少年院を退院後、鈴木は一度入間村に戻ったんだ。村の人に温かく受け入れてもらった鈴木は、農作業の手伝いなどをして数年を過ごしたらしい。問題を起こすようなことはなかったが、随分感じが変わってしまったと。
He actually went back to the village he grew up in where everything happened. Wow.
村の人たちは思っていたようだね。少年院での生活と同じく、村でもとにかく話さない。事情を知る村の人々は、稔の気持ちを推し量って見守っていたようだが、世代交代が進み、村の雰囲気が変わっていったようだね。それを察したのか、稔は入間村を出て行ったらしい。その後、彼は短期労働の仕事をしながら、いろんな土地を転々としたそうだよ。そして君も知っているように、稔は甲府市の亀松町に流れ着き、轟モータースのお世話になるわけだ。ところで君は、稔が轟モータースに身を寄せようと決めた理由がわかるかい？
Picking a place to work
君
on
も
cars
そう思
and
ったか。だが実際は、
just like old times. Yeah, I need to actually watch Dinner with Andre as well. Like, I know it's just like two people talking at dinner for like 2 hours, but one of them is Wallace Shawn, and Wallace Shawn is amazing. But yeah, that gag in that Simpsons episode, that's more or less like a BioWare style dialogue tree, isn't it? That Martin Prince is interacting with. Yeah, that's really, I love that, Paul. Yeah, because I really think you can humanize, you can understand that while also, yeah, that doesn't absolve of what of Ron doing. Yeah, like you can, you don't have to completely more or less just trying to rephrase what you said there because you put it so well, but exactly that. Yeah, I always appreciate that kind of approach where there's always more to unpack there and possibly things to sympathize with, while you also don't want to diminish the how monstrous the acts, whatever bad acts they've done, have been. Definitely very fine line to balance on, and they do that shockingly well here, don't they?
車という轟の漢字が気に入ったからとは。
Funny, just like old times. I read that as Marth Prince at first. I'm just thinking of niche Nintendo franchises, although Fire Emblem's not that niche these days, relatively speaking, but it's still a little bit. And for a moment, I was like, well, I guess he looks a bit like a Fire Emblem character. Utsugi here, yeah. I hope everything's going well for you this evening, Jeffy.
よほどの車好きだったんだろうね。続きにうってつけな職場に巡り会えたわけだ。
Oh, it's such a subtle setup and payoff that I wouldn't have expected, actually. The car shop's place just having a fun, punny kind of name, which was just car over and over again. Like that's actually what drew him to that. Well, I do like that when something is a Chekhov's
そうい
gun
えば
or
廃屋から
similar.
轟モータースの作業着が見つかったようだ。
Something seemingly just completely incidental and not that relevant. Oh, yes, true, Paul, true. Very good, yeah. I want to call him Marth Prince now. It's just Marth Prince said he would lead Team Discovery Channel to victory in war, wouldn't he?
きれいに洗濯されていて、丁寧に折りたたんでしまわれていたそうだよ。続きにとって轟モータースは大切な場所だったんだね。続きはこのメモで妹、つまり恵美子さんを迎えに行くと書いている。彼は少年院でも妹を車に乗せたいと言っていたが、恵美子さんの他に妹はいない。おそらく続きみのるは妹を亡くした日から独自の思考によって物事を捉え、疑うことなくそれに従って行動するようになったんだろう。その結果、さまざまな不幸を招いてしまったというわけだ。彼には同情すべきところはある。事情はどうあれ、続きの犯した罪は到底許されるものではない。
Yeah, it's exactly what you put so well earlier, Paul. Yeah, like, oh, what a horrifically sad story, but also, gosh, the things that happened because of him. Yeah, I definitely did not expect that though. That the actual the instigated event for the plot in this. Yeah, that was not an Emio original. That's I honestly think that is very clever. Actually, I'm sure that's happened in other mystery stories before, but I certainly can't immediately think of an example. Oh yeah, but I'm glad this cleared this up because the moment I was like earlier, I was like, oh, so Kuzu's brother can go with his family at Todoroki Motors now. I was like, wait, no. No. James, you're getting that mixed up, and the one that would be able to go back to that definitely cannot now, and probably shouldn't be able to, even though, yeah. You know, I was saying before in these Famicom Detective Club games, I always want to see the reaction of the side characters to what happened, like in the post-credits thing. I don't think I want that now for that sweet couple at Todoroki Motors. That's going to break my heart if they find this out. well, they will find it out. Yeah.
僕に彼をかばい立てする気持ちは毛頭ない。今から僕が話すことは、鈴木みのるの走り書きや久世誠さんの証言、そしてさまざまな取材によって知り得た情報から推察した話だ。残念なことに、これらのほとんどは事実だと思う。もちろん、鈴木みのる自身が実際に考えたことは、今となっては闇の中だ。分かったとしても、おそらく我々には理解できないことが多いと思う。彼の人生を僕は君に伝えたいと思う。
Oh, it is an anime. An anime clip. I was wondering if it was then. First time any of these have had one of these, I'm pretty sure, right? Oh.
大きくなった恵美子に会った。
ミノルくんが会社まで来るなんて珍しいね。また妹さんのこと？そっか。 ミノル君は間違ってないよ。妹さんのことはミノル君のせいなんかじゃないの、絶対に。ミノル君は何か自分が失敗したせいだって言ってたけどさ、うまく家出できたとしても妹さんとの生活は長くは続かなかったんじゃないかなって。子供だけで生きていくのはやっぱり無理なんだよ。どうせすぐに保護されてお父さんのところに連れ戻されちゃうんだ。それにいろんな怖いことだっていっぱいあると思うんだよね。お家が安全だって私も思ってるわけじゃないけどさ。ミノル君みたいなお兄さんがいた妹さんはきっと幸せだったと思う。だからミノル君は自分を責めちゃダメだよ。
A meaningful choice having this
そろそろ行かな
happen
きゃ。
near water, isn't it?
ミノル君、またね。
I mean, speaking of Evangelion, having the ending be somewhat orangey red coloured. Ooh. Shot by a beach. Yeah. Hi T-Bag, how you doing, fella? We got Paul in chat as well.
ミノル君だ。おかえりなさい。なんだかミノル君の顔が見たくなっちゃってさ。
This has ruined us emotionally, this game, Chris.
来ちゃった。
What have you been playing lately?
なんだか変だよね、私。ごめん。ああ、これなんでもない、転んだだけ。ほら、私ドジだからさ。
Thought it might work again with I did, to be fair.
何やってんの。
Oh.
ねえ、私にも貸してよ。
How quietly and contemplatively they play there, so. An Emio catalogue shoot.
これかぶってると
Oh, I think I own that T-Bag. I didn't hear great
きっ
things
と笑
on
顔になれ
that.
るんだね。
Probably still worth a
そ
laugh,
れに
right?
こうすれば
I think might it be the PS Plus one,
顔の
yeah.
傷も見えないね。もうそんな顔しないの。ミノル君もこれかぶって笑いなさい。あ、こら、かぶりなさいって言ってるでしょ。
実に仲むずまじいアベックじゃの。結構。
Thinking about it, I'm still trying to. What was the old man character that we ran into at one
これちょう
point?
だい。
うん。
私たち二人でこの町を出る。本気で言ってるの？
うん。大丈夫。もう 失敗しない。
That's a very choice fate to black man.
いつでも帰ってらっしゃいね。
ありがとうございました。
おい、ミノル。
Oh yeah, they gave him the
選
gun.
別代わりだ。取っとけ。こいつに乗ってどこへでも行っちまえ。どうした？
What animation studio did this?
まあ、おめえの道具だ。
Oh yes, he did give him that as well.
お
Didn't
めえ
he?
の腕ならどこに行ったってやってけるさ。それさえありゃ食うに困らねえよ。
Wait, hold on.
その子はエミコじゃなかった。
It was already bloodied there, wasn't it? No.
ない。よし。
Is he gonna feel
あれ帰ってきちゃったんだ。じゃあ行こうか。そうそう、今日お父さんから車をもらったんだ。すごくかっこいいんだぞ。だからどこへでも行けるんだ。今度
Dad?
失敗しなかった。
He just he's
あの時も早くこうしておけばよかったんだ。
actually this is his in his head. This is
大
him
丈夫。
redoing that again, isn't it?
失敗しない。
まさか。
ねえ、早く行こうよ、エミコ。ほら、早く立って。
They've constructed this so cleverly, haven't they?
どうしちゃったの？こら、エミコ、落ち着くんだ。あいつはもういない。だからもう怖くないんだ。
私は
エミコじゃない。
Oh. Yeah, of course, yeah. That was his reason then. He just wanted to kind of redo the tragic event in his past, but with a happy ending from his perspective.
面白い顔にしたけど失敗だった。すごく痛かった。
おじさんは酔っ払ってなんていませんよと。
Is this gonna? Oh, maybe this was the old man then. Maybe that's why. Oh.
面白くない。面白くない。面白くない。面白くない。面白くない。
You're right there, Barbara. We are in very spoilery territory. For that, I think without I think that would have been okay without context. No, that was really good. We're all a bit glum at the moment. So there might have been some needed levity. Well earned glumness. I hope you're doing well. Did you come back in out of curiosity? You're like, oh, hold on. I've got the perfect fit. Oh, bless you. Yeah, I'll say when we're about to put it back on. But yeah, I hope you're having a great weekend, Marva. And yeah, you would absolutely love these, I can say confidently. All three of these, Marva, which is why they need to put these first two on sale already. So more people can play them and then play this one. Yeah, I'll put it back on now. Cheers, Mom. Well done. That was very well played. Yeah, Paul, it is. Yeah, we've got like we've got a lot of laugh sound effects in there. That's Yusuke from Persona 4. That's from a Mega CD game. How long that one went on for? Sorry. That's Christopher Lambert as Raiden in the first Mortal Kombat film. That's Snoopy. It was since I've heard some of these. You probably don't need me to tell you which one that is, Paul. We have got Ganondorf. I thought we had Ganondorf in there somewhere. Oh. Anyway, yeah, back to the spoiler. Of course. Oh. Can't believe I didn't figure this out already, but of course that's what that. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Yeah, it is a Joker kind of thing. Oh. I'm really squeamish, by the way. Oh. Oh.
Oi!
Yeah. Oh. That I didn't figure out then at all. I wonder how many people predicted that. That was the reason for the blood. Well, yeah, this is where he... Yeah. It's just a very... He needed to be at the walls for longer than he was, then of course. Because that was Mama Shoko, because she laughed, he just went away. Oh, dear. So, in the most twisted way possible, this is so cleverly constructed, this story, this plot, this characterization, this... Oh.
お腹が痛い子を笑わせてあげた。治ってよかった。
Yeah, there she is.
なんだそれ、こいつバカみたい。払いて。
エミコ。
はあ、私は道代だよ。
Well, bless her, she was so distraught and depressed by that point, wasn't she? And then...
何だったんだ?
あいつ。
You just see the silly man with a bag on his head. Things got better for her then, after thankfully. Oh no, Kuzo. Again, I won't specify, but rest assured, this does manage to be the darkest one of these three, ultimately. But this isn't coming from nowhere with the previous two games without going into further detail. Because yeah, if you think about like a Nintendo game about a teenage detective, oh, that's so well directed and written that bit. Oh, that was masterful. Oh god, speaking of Evangelion, the sight of him strangling... Just the sight of strangling someone lined up, oh god. God, this is impressively long animated sequence, this, isn't it? A remarkable restraint to not have to just save all of this like animation budget for the ending, right?
子供の頃の俺がいたから一緒に帰った。
Paul, have you read the Jurassic Park book, by the way? Because I did that recently, and oh my days, there's so much to unpack there with the differences in characterization, especially in Mr. John Hammond, between the book and the film. And then Ian Malcolm so obviously being Michael Crichton's author mouthpiece by like the 20th speech he makes. Yeah, possibly. On longest cutscene, yeah.
どこだここ。
There's the mask, yep.
ここってどこなんですか?
Wait, hold on, he worked with the builders at one point, didn't he?
僕は
Amnesiac, yeah.
何も思い出せない。
They did get a mugshot of him.
お前は都築実だ。
The builders, didn't they?
実。
So he was his project basically to kind of.
兄さんは？
俺はお前だ。
Oh, this is. Yeah, no wonder he was psychologically where he was by the time his sister came back.
それはエミコのだ。
エミコ？
だから俺が持っておく。
I'll have to read the interview for this. They did do in the Water. They have still done a few Water Ask style interviews after. Obviously, rest his soul, he passed. But
僕がここに来てどれくらい経つのだろう。
I saw they had done one for this. Yeah.
ここがどこなのか、自分が誰なのかは思い出せないままだ。兄さんは僕によくしてくれる。誰なのかはわからない。それに、僕は兄さんの顔を知らない。
He just raised him as an adoptive son to
それ
be
はエミコのだ。
a second run at himself. Oh my days.
誰なんだろうか。
He lived like that for 18
もう一人
years.
の俺もいいやつだ。
大人になった僕は兄さんの代わりに働いてお金を稼ぐことになった。
Oh, sorry, of course,
街に出る
yeah.
ときは必ずマスクをし
Oh,
て、
yeah.
知らない人とはあまり口を聞いちゃいけないんだ。あの人またいる。
Oh.
どこかで会ったような気がするけど。
Oh, she was handed out
少しだけ
missing posters. Oh, miss.
そうか、あの時の。
Oh, funny. He just got over and talked to. Oh, wow.
私よ純子
Oh, yes, they did reference this earlier in the game, didn't they? Yes, they did reference that. And she was right.
またその女の人を見かけたんだ。
People assumed she
ずいぶん
wasn't.
前に会った時には、
Right, I haven't seen the brother there.
お兄ちゃんっ
Well,
て言ったんだ。名前はなんだったっけ。
恵美子だ。
いや違う。
恵美子だ。恵美子。恵美子が待っているかもしれないから行こう。
車で出かけるの久しぶりだね、兄さん。どこに行くの？
恵美子を探しに行く。
this might be the craziest part of this. Well, there's a lot of crazy parts of this story. This is definitely one of them, isn't there?
英介ごめんなさい
Oh.
英介ごめんなさいおまじないを唱えなきゃおまじないを
Oh, the spell, yeah.
恵美子。
そうそれエミコ本当に出た
Hey, Emio, she smiled there. Surely that means you have to call it off. The teacher's here to save you.
兄さん。
That was funny, just turned out to be like just maybe an overly eager good egg, but he was a good egg ultimately, the teacher. I think that was intentional, like he was a big red herring, wasn't he? To make you think,
恵美子にプレゼントをあげ
he
よう。
certainly had an intensity to him, that character.
兄さんからあの女の人にこれを渡せって言わ
Hi, Debate Games, thank you so much for coming by. Hope you're doing well, friend. Well, I promise we will play fighting games at some point. I promise. I'm Debate, awesome person who's in a fighting game Discord. That No Limits Questing, another awesome person on here, invited me to. I promise we will play fighting games at some point. Thank you so much for the lurk and debate. We're having our minds blown 20 million times over right now by this game's epilogue. Very spoilery part of this game as well. Yeah, they've more or less done an entire anime episode here, haven't they?
久世純子。
Oh, yeah.
お兄ちゃん私よ純子
そうだ。あの人は純子って言うんだった。
So... Now,
恵美子が好きだからこれをかぶれって兄さんは言うけど。
Oh, they really do explain everything here, don't
それ
they?
にあの人恵美子じゃないじゃん。
In a good way. In a very
兄
good
さんの
way.
言ってることってよくわからないや。
God, poor Kuza. One of those cases where a lot of coincidences happened in a way for bad things to happen, didn't they? Which you could get away with in a plot more so than convenient coincidences for So
恵美子は来てくれるかな。
she saw that a second time, didn't she? I want to say. I am so glad they explained this. I did wonder if they might leave some of it up to be fair, there might be still one or two unexplored details by the end.
兄さん
君は
誠兄ちゃん私よ純子よ
純子誠兄ちゃん。
そう よ、誠兄さん。やっぱり無事だったのね。
I hope you have a lovely Sunday out. Underbaked. Thank you so much, friend, and thank you for your patience again.
私がわからないの？
Oh, sounds like you ended the weekend very well. You love to hear it.
君は一体誰だ？ここはどこなんだ？
これを見て。兄さん、綺麗なお花をありがとう。ごめんなさい。
Oh, beautiful reprise of the theme
兄さん、
there.
今すぐここから離れて、幸福駅で待っててちょうだい。早く行って。さあ早く急いで。
でも
行きなさい。
エミコ、やっぱり来てくれたんだ。
Not gonna know how cleverly constructed this plot is. Oh.
エミコじゃないのか。じゃあお前は誰だ？お前も俺が怖いのか。
It feels quite Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers vibes, right? Where his actual face, now that it's uncovered, is just so horrifying. It's definitely what they went for with a lot of those 80s horror film villains, and
いない。
彼もまた犠牲者の一人だったと考えることもできる。
We're out of anime land now. I'm horrified to think of, because I guess one of the arguments against structuring this like this is how many people have gotten to the credits and then not gone around to doing this bit, because this bit is so essential, isn't it? Like, I was already kind of like, whoa, after the credits, but... Oh, no worries at all, Paul. Thank you so much, friend. Yeah. I promise I'm okay. Although the other game I'm playing at the moment is Hellblade 2, because I got 2 weeks of Game Pass for like £1, and Hellblade is also not a cheery time. But I'll consume grim media responsibly, I promise. Again, the fact there's like such a kind of sense of kindness amongst a lot of the non-murderous characters in this does certainly help. Yeah, thank you so much, Paul. I don't know how much there is left of this. We'll raid out after we're done with it, but it's been wonderful to have you here for this. Thank you so much again, fella. It's again, I can let you know anytime I stream something I think you'll be interested in, but again, never any pressure on that. It's yeah, you start winding down for the night, fella. Thank you so much, man.
言うまでもなく人を殺めることは罪だ。彼が犯したその罪は決して許されるものではない。
Just God, the place he was in psychologically to start doing that. I think him being taken out of that juvenile center. He definitely needed to be a facility to kind of. Oh my gosh, yeah. Thank you so much for the follow, Underbaked. And thank you so much, Just Like Old Times, as well. Thank you both very kindly. I think we... one should not obsess over follower counts, but it is fairly neat. I think we might be close to 950, and then obviously a pretty big number. A little bit after that. Yeah, thank you. Oh, bless you, Paul. Well, thank you in turn for co-founding and running a community I've gotten so much out of over the years with Nintendo South Wales. And for supporting niche titles like this and Sheppy as well. A bit totally lighter than that one, but also niche and delightful. Thank you so much, Paul, and thank you guys for the follow again. Underbaked and Old Times.
ただ、あの時自分がこうしていればと悔やんだ人もどこかで都市伝説 エミオの誕生を防ぐことができたのではないかと考えてしまうね。都築実の悲劇的な人生に触れて僕はこう思ったよ。彼の心の全てだったんだろうと。
Emblematic of his being and his heart, my gosh. I want to see Emio, yeah, oh gosh.
君はどう思う？
Never recovered from that, did they? It's understandably, because good lord, but... I love that creative choice to kind of change the logo to, yeah. Yeah, that is worthy of a second credits roll, isn't it? Yeah. That did go further than I expected, that. Very necessary. Oh no, you go. Just tear our heart in two again, there you go. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm curious what anime production company did that. I'd stop reading the name Hideki Kojima as Hideo Kojima. Oof. Hey, Barbara. Hey again, Jeffy. Hey, you guys are very good at seemingly coming in at non-spoilery stuff, although don't look at, maybe don't look at what's going on now, although without context it might not be too spoilery. Just know that this is, a lot, and, yeah, this is a Nintendo first-party game where trigger warnings are appropriate. I don't think there's a huge amount of those. This is definitely one of them. It's so cleverly constructed and very, considering the premise is like, oh, a fellow with a bag on his head who's, like a slasher film kind of killer. The actual, it's not lurid in the way you'd expect. There's actually such a strong melancholy here. It's so damn cleverly constructed, and not that I'm not very good at guessing mysteries and stories, but I didn't guess any of this. I can confidently say. Just why I find it crazy that the people who like Sakamoto, the Metroid fella, I don't credit it all to him because I'm sure it was a collaborative effort, but I don't know how often the people who made this have had like they've had this skill set to construct this incredibly thoughtful mystery story with some big capital T themes explored very well, and oh man. I think Animal Crossing would be a good palate cleanser after this. Again, I think one of the things that help, there is levity in these Famicom Detective Club games. The main character can be a fun bit of a goofball. There's some fun, cute, romantic chemistry tension with his, with Ayumi, his colleague. And again, there is such a sense of kindness from a lot of the characters that I think helps. Like, it doesn't feel, it's not that kind of slasher film where, I'm not saying all slasher films are like this, but some of them where you just none of the characters are likable. It's very far from that. Just, yeah. It's tricky because I would say if you can and if you want to, oh, there's the anime production stuff, yeah. I would say it's worth playing through all three of those, even though this doesn't... I feel like there's like one aspect of... Oh, Mappa, there they are, yeah. If you can, ideally I'd play through all three of them, but they've definitely made this to be standalone than it is. I think all three of them are, really. The weird thing with the first two games is the second one's actually technically a prequel, so you can kind of do the first two in either order, really. Though again, they are largely standalone. But yeah, if this type of game is up your alley, I cannot recommend this enough. And yeah, mad props to them on how cleverly they marketed this as well, because it was a way to get the people talking. That very Gabbo from The Simpsons style marketing, just like, who is Emio? Look, Smithers, Emio's coming. Oh, cool, Barbara, yeah. Old times, I don't, that sounds vaguely familiar. Was that a PS1 game? Yeah, Rama, all of these, this is a beautiful piano piece, by the way. And yeah, I'll because I know the folks we got in chat here, I won't say anything spoilery about this henceforth, I don't know if there'll be a post-credits bit here. Just that the images here are meant to just take your heart out of your chest and show it to you, basically. Just, yeah. Oh, cool. There were quite a few of these then on. Yeah. What developer publisher was that? Because we were talking earlier, like I found this little part of Nintendo history where they made quite a few adventure games on the Famicom Disk System is really interesting. Well, they did two of these, one based on Japanese kind of fairy tales, and then another one that's very good retro game YouTuber fodder, because it's a time-traveling one that gets pretty bonkers quite quickly with the actual historical real-life figures it features. It's yeah, I'm with you, Arm. I love these kind of games to bits. Again, maybe I think of that context, that's probably all right. Although don't. Yeah, there we go. We are past. Yeah, so to give you an idea, finally as well, we're out of horror territory now. Yeah. Yeah, because Army, you were saying you'd consider playing these because they're a bit shorter. Yeah, the first one I've got 10 hours on, second one I've got 9 hours on. And then, yeah, yeah, they're all roughly around the same length, give or take. Admittedly, I think the first one you could probably do a bit quicker if you're able to figure out... it being the first one, progression is a little bit clunky in certain ways of it. It may not completely mind. It was kind of refreshing, the old school. It's definitely one of those Nintendo remakes where they kind of kept the original as it was. Oh yeah, Margaret, that was weird how they released Raincode, wasn't it? Like, I'm guessing that we're all past that now anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, back when Arbor was 5. Yeah, old times. Are you quite a fan of these then? Because yeah, fair play with. Sorry, that's really loud, isn't it? Let's go for about that. Yeah. Oh yes, oh, where did I see something on this? Yeah. The Hokkaido serial murder. Oh, oh. Sorry, don't mind that. Oh, that looks very Famicom Detective Club, actually. I think this probably predates. I mean, that was quite a trend in Japanese 80s games, wasn't there? Like, I've watched some fun videos on that. Obviously, a lot of it happened on the computer side. The adventure game boom. But then, and then there was that Yuji Horii, the Dragon Quest fella. He helmed, was it Portopia serial murder case? Which I'm trying to remember now. I think, was it kind of a... Was that a computer game first that then got a really successful Famicom port? Yeah, oh, there we go, Portopia, yeah. Yeah, hugely... I believe that game was an influence for the Famicom Detective Clubs, along with... yeah, like along with yeah, quite a few like films, right? Like Dario Argento films, like Suspiria, and like some other. And yeah, Jeffy, it's I don't know how much sense all of this made from a quick look of this last chapter, but yeah, if you saw a lot of people reacting in astonishment to this game, that's for very good reason. It's but yeah, if I give you the heads up on Hokkaido, it does look serial murder case old times. I have wishlisted that on Steam because yeah, I mean I grew up loving point and click adventure games like Monkey Island and the like, right? And then absolutely adored, and obviously still adore Ace Attorney and various other adventure games on DS. We were talking about Hotel Dusk earlier as well, so these are right up my alley, especially when I can play them on the portable system. And it's quite nice to send off a console, isn't it? Like, or a system right as the next one comes out. And I guess with the Switch 2 due next month, which we do have ordered, I thought I would finally do these three. Mainly because I wanted to play them portably, and obviously Switch 2 not going to have an OLED screen yet anyway. I thought they'd be a better fit on that. But also I thought it'd be quite fun to stream the final chapter of this, and then it was really lovely because NSW Paul, who we had in chat just now, lovely fella, co-founder of Nintendo South Wales, he had already played through this with his partner, so he kind of got to see my reactions and just see my brain turn into mud with him knowing what was coming. Oh, cool, old times, yeah. You're obviously quite keen on these then, nice. Oh, the game you talked about, the tone is closer to Ace Attorney, because I mean, Ace Attorney can get grim, can't it? But I'd say, well, no Ace Attorney game is PEGI 18, right? And there's a very good reason this game is PEGI 18. Believe me. It's, though again, it's not lurid in the way you might expect. It's, there's a reason we're a bit glum right now, you know. Again, I won't specify, I promise. They say Dan. Oh, of course it is. Oh, yeah, to be fair, it is old times, isn't it? That was probably PEGI 16, wasn't it? And that's because of one sequence, isn't it? It's like when they remade the NES Bionic Commando, a game where you blow Hitler's head up at the end. And when they remade that, the remake Bionic Commando Rearmed, which is an excellent remake. I know, right, Armor? Because they kept that in, and it got even more... Like, that was actually very graphic in the NES version, kind of shockingly, but... I mean, purely because they kept that in, that remake was PEGI 18, as I understand it. It's, Oh, Jeffy! Apologising to me? Well, I feel like I'm the one who has to apologise. I'm like, oh, I got people to spend money in a game I liked. It's quite... I feel like because we usually stream PC stuff as well, we haven't streamed a huge amount of Nintendo stuff lately. Which is surprising for someone with a Donkey Kong avatar. This is quite a way to get back into it, even though, again, it's not... Certainly not typically Nintendo, this. Music is excellent in these as well. Oh, we've got a report card. I don't think this will be spoilery, but... That's quite easily missed, actually.
探偵さん、調査お疲れ様でした。
Okay, I don't think this is going to be
今回のあな
spoilery.
たの調査の進め方をもとにして、南第三中学校の
Okay, that's a cute feature, because yeah, you are given pop quizzes at some point in this.
ここでは、あなたは生徒、
Of course I ran out of screenshot space on
福山
this.
先生は教師です。まずは、あなたの調査の進め方をもとに算出した成績表から見ていきましょう。
Oh no, I'm about to be graded live on stream. I won't go easy. Oh, very well done. Oh, cool. Oh wow, this is quite extensive. I'll have to take a video because I've got quite a few. You tried your best. So Bart just handed me a cake with "at least you tried" written on it. I got quite a few well dones though, and quite a few not quite. Yeah, probably just as well the text is very eligible on stream there, right? Average grades. That's okay.
出ない杭は打たれない。悪くないじゃないか。
Middle of the road. Middle of the road.
よし、続いて君への書簡だ。
And now he focuses on what he thinks of us personally.
書簡といっても性格診断みたいなもんだ。あまり身構えずに聞いてくれたまえ。
Listen up and please don't worry too much what I'm about to say about
君に
your
は少々おっちょこちょい
personality.
なところがある。行動の前に一回深呼吸することをお勧めするぞ。
We've got our raid message, guys. Have you noticed you are a little bit clumsy? I suggest you draw a deep breath before taking any action. I'm trying to immediately think what in the game would have... I don't doubt it. It's like when Pokemon Mystery Dungeon correctly assessed that I'm Psyduck. Like, this is eerie. How did they get me so well? I haven't seen those Ace Attorney gambling machines. I don't doubt they exist. Yeah, really fun treasure trove all of this, isn't it? Like Japanese adventure games. Again, some really good YouTube retrospectives on those as well. And the way they kind of splintered off into visual novels, which are technically a different thing, but obviously there's loads of overlap there. Like Ace Attorney is more on the side of adventure game, even though there's obviously a lot of visual novel in there. But then I've played a few visual novels where the only interactivity is like just making a few branching choices, right? And there's definitely more on the visual
次
novel
に
side.
君は基本的に根は真面目。そうだろ ?TPO によっていろんな表情を見せてはいるようだが。
Guys, am I awfully serious? Like, really so? Always focused and sincere, very professional. I mean, I never joke around here or goof about, do I? It's I just glad you guys can enjoy, because nothing here has been again, if you squint and try and read the text, which you probably can't make out on stream.
新しいものを手に入れると夢中になりやすい傾向がある。図星なんじゃないか
Well, I think it's highlighted my neurodivergence. When you get a hold of something new, you easily get super focused on it, don't you? By the way,
カレーといえばナスカレー。あれはうまい。ちなみに先生は豆腐と牛すじのカレーの方が好きだ。
I thought he was about to drop a bomb there, but he's just going on about what curry he likes. Which fair. Is that relevant to anyone?
書簡は以上だ。ああ、そうそう。実は君。
Actually.
エッチだろ。
Moving on.
元気があってよろしい。
I like the energy.
先生の立場。
I would never say that. Well, it's the end of the podcast. Let's go. Maybe we'll get mad. Okay, moving on. Okay, let's read out. Thank you so much, everyone. Well, damn. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone. Let's not further elaborate on that. Oh, I should have known that'd be dangerous to... Oh dear. Well, thank you so much, everyone. No, it wasn't Marvin, don't worry. No. All good, I promise. Oh, sorry, that was me doing a gag there, really, because of what the game just said. It was like, ah. Yeah. Oh dear, what a weird note to end on. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, so that was me being a bit daft, basically, yeah. Like, jokingly so, I promise it's all good. It's, there are a lot of pretty people in these games, I will say. It's, the fella you work for, Utsugi, he might be secretly Nintendo's hunkiest hunk. And we all know, wow, I don't want to disparage the other hunks, you know, I don't want them, we don't need to rank them necessarily, but we do know what the competitive category that is also, right? This is why the game called me a perv, clearly. Yes. That's... Oh my gosh. Yeah, if you guys play these, I really hope you enjoy them. It's quite nice to stream something like this as well, because these are some of my favourite fins ever in games, these kind of very visual novel-y, adventure gamey, mystery kind of fins. Certainly they're consistently some of my favourite narratives in games. But again, I struggle to stream them, because I don't think I've got doing voiceover of them in me. Especially with how long they can be. So it's quite nice if we can just stream the finale of one or similar. No, Jeffy. Oh, bless you, B. It's all good. It's all good. Well, I never stream on a Sunday as well, right? But the timing worked out well for this because I got to the start of technically the last chapter of this, although there's a huge epilogue to this game that you absolutely must see through if you play it. I wish first party. Yeah. Well, it drives me nuts because they've never put these two on sale. The remakes of the first two Famicom Detective Glove games. And they're wonderful. Like, they are shockingly accurate to, like, 80s game design, so... I mean, they're not too bad. Like, you can get through them without a guide. There can be quite a few, okay, what does the game want me to do now to progress type moments, but especially the second one, which I had to look this up because that's technically the first one, the missing hair, and then Girl Who Stands Behind is the second one. Although again, chronologically, that one's actually a prequel, but it was released after that originally on NES. And then that's the one that actually got a Super Famicom remake, which is why you've got music options from the Famicom and Super Famicom versions and that, which is quite fun to compare. Yeah, no worries at all, Jeff. We're going to raid out to Insane Applejacks in a bit now. But thank you so much for lurking, Jeff. This must have all been quite fascinating to you. Certainly when they first teased Emio, the Smiling Man, it was just a... hey guys, here's Emio, look how creepy he is. Anyway, that's all. They didn't give any context. And it was a bit sad to see, like, I get these are quite niche games, and not everyone's sort of fin, they're not the highest production value fins, although this one was very high production value by the standards of this kind of game, like a lot of unique assets and good animation. And it was a bit sad to see some, oh, is that all it is? Just like a lame visual novel fin, like, if you're not into them, fair enough. Like, I always find it a bit sad to see, like, oh, as if that's like a lesser genre that's not worthwhile in some way. Obviously, I'm a big fan of them, so I would push against that, but... You know, like, I'm not a real-time strategy guy, but I don't want to be like, well, screw that genre. I know there's legitimacy there, isn't there? Yeah, so, where to look at the box? There it is. Yeah, so Everload did get a box, a physical release. I mean, it's also cheaper on the eShop, I think. Well, I mean, these two are like 25 each, and then they're £50 together on the eShop. And that's the only reason I haven't played them sooner, because when the Nintendo directly announced those in, I was so excited about them. I thought it was such a cool... Like, I love those weird little less talked about parts of Nintendo history, especially when they're in a genre I love, like adventure games. And then finding out tonally that they're so far removed from most Nintendo things. Like, they are very adult. And I don't just mean in like, oh, they get quite violent, but like it's fit. We've got Yakuza music on because it kind of reminds me of those quite a bit in terms of like you go to CD bars at certain points and you talk to like very kind of quite a wide range of ages for the characters you talk to, like quite a few like middle-aged folks and older screw turbo stuff. That's oh man. Yeah, it's a shame. If you do play these, I think you will love them. I know you love Ace Attorney, and they're not one-to-one with Ace Attorney, but in terms of like being exactly the same. But a fan of one would like the other, I think. Just again, be aware of these two. They are remakes of NES adventure games, like shockingly ahead of their time adventure games, but they do keep the original sensibilities in terms of like, yes, the ways you progress, there can be a bit, alright, exhaust all the dialogue options. Which, there are a couple of hints I can give for these games before playing them, one of which is always have skip mode on. So, in those earlier ones, if you're going through, like, every dialogue option, if you have skip mode on, that'll speed that up. So you'll just zoom through dialogue you've already read. The other thing as well is the default control scheme is kind of stupid a little bit. Because they put... When you have the little magnifying glass that you can kind of look around the environment with, it's very slow unless you press the stick down. Like you hold L3 in, basically, which is just horribly uncomfortable. So yeah, my only option was to just kind of remap that, so I made the right trigger L3 basically. Yeah, a bit daft. I mean, you actually don't do that as much as you might expect examining the environment like that, but it's oh yes, B, yeah, okay, I'll tell you what, I did take a photo of this the other day, a screenshot even. Let's turn the game capture off so there's nothing spoilery on the screen right now, because I took so many screenshots. Okay, well I can show this one. Jasmine was a bit mischievous. Anyway, that one aside. It wouldn't let me put ACAB together as well, so I had to make that 2 strings of text. Anyway, there she is. That's a Yumi Tachibana. That is a gloriously 80s art style on her there, which is obviously quite different from the remake art style. It was a character saying cops are real pieces of SHIT. I don't know why I'm spelling that out. I've said it before, but and then I put a 4-layer acronym to agree with that. Let's say. It's yeah, that's she got a trophy in Smash Brothers Melee as well, which I always loved that with Smash Brothers. I just always loved learning about these weird parts of Nintendo history I didn't know anything about. Sugar Honey Iced Tea. Oh, that's really good actually. I should use that. Yeah. Yeah, the Melee trophy. It's her, like, I think like her case is falling over. But she's not really. She is like the mascot of the series. But you don't really play as her. She gets some great development though. She is very, like, you do really root for her. Yeah, that's right. Like, she is kind of, you know, she is like an ordinary schoolgirl turned detective, basically. So I don't know what her moveset would have been, because it is a very grounded Nintendo series. Although they do some interesting fleeting with, in the second one especially, with, is there supernatural stuff, yeah. Oh my gosh, old times. I mean, they've got Ridley in there. Well, they've got, like, Bayonetta in there and stuff, right? And I guess Snake is from M-rated games as well, right? That's quite a good image to end on, actually, isn't it? Famicom Fun Trainer. It's anyway, I'm rambling. Thank you for letting me ramble. It's hold on. I need to look up the raid message, but I need to make sure I don't it was when the game called me clumsy, basically. Okay, I thought the game still had average grades. There we go. Have you noticed you are a little bit clumsy? Yeah, so raid messages. Have you noticed Jason is a little bit clumsy? We suggest he draws a deep breath before taking any action. Raid message. What a segue, that's incredible. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone. We'll be back on Tuesday. Probably with Hellblade 2, weirdly. Which I know is out of nowhere. But I've still got a few days left of that £1, 2 weeks of Game Pass I got. And I quite like Hellblade. It's just like a really... Again, I'm just playing the most grim stuff lately. I promise I'm okay. I like those games as just kind of crazy haunted house rides with protagonist who, bless her, goes for absolute hell. Hence the name, but you do root for. But Arma, I did play Rebirth yesterday, and I meant to today, but I actually didn't really get the time for it, weirdly. Rebirth is actually a focus, though, again, for real. I promise, I actually do want to keep playing it. And I had fun doing side stuff yesterday, including a weird little, like, bandit couple. It were quite fun in a way, with, like, face tattoos, like that fella from Final Fantasy VIII. But they were also taking advantage of those poor, like, hooded, lone folks just waddling around, not having a nice time, but... Oh, gosh. In any case, thank you so much, everyone. Give Jax a big hello from me. Glad I get to raid, because I don't usually stream at this point. But yeah, hope you should be back on Tuesday. Thank you so much, everyone. Famicom Detective Club rules. Did you know?